The Indianapolis Colts just traded for quarterback Matt Ryan, formerly of the Atlanta Falcons. So are the 49ers screwed right now in terms of a Jimmy Garoppolo trade? And what is Jimmy G's trade value? We're hopping into that on today's show. But first, I want to ask you this question, Faithful. Did the Niners overplay their hand in trying to trade Jimmy Garoppolo and waiting to do so? Type Y for yes, type N for no, get those votes in, and let's talk some Niners football right now. It's a Manscaped Monday here on the 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. If you want the best men's grooming products, we got you hooked up with 20% off and free shipping. All you have to do, head to manscaped.com/49ers and enter the promo code 49ers for that deal to apply. We'll tell you more about Manscaped coming up here in just a little while. I'm going to put that link in the comments section as well as the description of this video. So according to Tom Pelissero and Pat McAfee, who was live on the Pat McAfee show, McAfee had kind of reported that the Falcons were closing in on a deal with the Indianapolis Colts to trade away Matt Ryan to Indy to fulfill that void of not having a quarterback because they traded away Carson Wentz. Then Tom Pelissero was able to officially break the news and let everybody know it was a done deal. As for the compensation, here you go. Falcons are trading away the former NFL MVP Matt Ryan to Indy for a 2022 third-round pick in this year's NFL Draft. Now, where do the Falcons go? Will they make a trade for Jimmy Garoppolo? Doesn't look like it. According to Mike Garafolo of NFL Network, he said now watch for Marcus Mariota to go to Atlanta. Sources say the Falcons expected to pursue a reunion with Mariota and Arthur Smith, who was with Mariota during his time with the Tennessee Titans. Arthur Smith came to Atlanta because he was the former offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. Try selling your fan base on that. We're going to trade away a franchise icon in Matt Ryan after not landing Deshaun Watson, and your next starter, it is going to be Marcus Mariota on a roster that is extremely thin. As for Jimmy Garoppolo's role in this, Jimmy Garoppolo's shoulder injury screwed the Niners, and San Francisco also overplayed its hand. It's one of those situations where both things can be true. Garoppolo got surgery 2 weeks ago. He's not going to be able to throw for 16 weeks, and we're already talking about an injury-prone quarterback who is a fringe top-half quarterback in the National Football League. But I think the Niners overplayed their hand because they looked at the quarterback market and thought that there was going to be a lot more draft compensation and players who the Niners could land in a Jimmy Garoppolo trade. But now with Matt Ryan going to Indy, it crosses off yet another team that the Niners could have traded Garoppolo to. Now, there was a report a couple weeks ago that the Niners had a third-round pick on the table from Indy. Them not taking that compensation now looks really bad because where can you trade Jimmy Garoppolo to, and what are you going to get back for him if a former NFL MVP and Matt Ryan fetched Atlanta a third-round pick? We're looking at a situation, folks, where I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that Garoppolo returns to San Francisco in 2022, and that would be organizational malpractice in my opinion, because what does it do and what does it say to Trey Lance? The smart thing for the Niners to do at this point, maybe even just cut bait with Garoppolo, keep Trey Lance and let him know, let him understand that he is the guy and he is the future of this franchise. If you bring Garoppolo back, what's the message that gets sent to Trey Lance? We don't believe in you. We don't think you're ready to play. This 49ers offense, it has a ceiling over top of it with Garoppolo as the starting quarterback. With Trey Lance, I believe the potential for this offense is limitless. But by bringing Garoppolo back, you're sending weird vibes across the locker room because a lot of the players in this locker room have gone to bat for Jimmy Garoppolo. This right now currently is a mess, but it could all change very quickly if the Niners offload Garoppolo in a trade, or if they outright release him, then he can pick his destination. But when you think about it, not a lot of destinations left for Garoppolo. What do you think will happen to him for Garoppolo? Will he get traded? Type T. Will he get cut? Has a large cap hit that we're about to talk about. Let me know in the comments section. And while you're down there, this is why you subscribe to the channel. Because anything that goes on across the NFL landscape that impacts the Niners, we have you covered with a video as soon as possible, in addition to free daily 49ers news and rumors videos. Join the faithful family here at Chat Sports as the largest 49ers news and rumors channel here on YouTube as we approach 60,000 subs by hitting that red subscribe button down below. quarterback needy teams right now where Garoppolo could get traded to or go if he does get cut by San Francisco. I think you can cross the Atlanta Falcons off the list, but as of right now, they have not at least signed Marcus Mariota yet. New Orleans Saints still in a running for a quarterback, although there's been some chatter about them being invested in the idea of running it back with Jameis Winston. The Carolina Panthers are somewhat interesting because Matt Rule is feeling the hot seat. There's pressure for him to win right now. David Tepper, their owner, former Wall Street guy, is very, very aggressive, and they don't have a quarterback on the roster right now outside of Sam Darnold, and you can't sell your fan base that he is the guy. But can you sell the fan base that Garoppolo is going to help you win right now? They do have some nice pieces on that roster that could be good complementary pieces for Garoppolo if he were to go there. And for the Seattle Seahawks, I think Baker Mayfield is more realistic because I don't think the Niners are going to trade Jimmy Garoppolo within the division, and it would just set up a very awkward situation between him, San Francisco, him, and Seattle, and I just don't see that as a realistic fit. Garoppolo's cap hit here in 2022, $26.5 million. So on top of the injury issues impacting his trade value, the shoulder injury impacting his trade value, he also has a huge cap hit. And for Indianapolis, they're making this trade knowing that Matt Ryan's cap hit is less than Garoppolo here in 2022. Now, yes, the Atlanta Falcons dead cap number by trading away Matt Ryan of around $40 million. That's the largest in the history of the National Football League. But $26.5 million is a lot, and it's a hefty price for an injury-prone, limited quarterback who really is fringe top half of the league. Now, if you could pick one to lead your franchise, Niner gang, am I splitting the fan base by doing this? You let me know. Type JG for Jimmy Garoppolo or MR for Matt Ryan. Once again, get that comment section popping. You know what's popping? All these deals from Manscaped. They are absolutely terrific. Now, we've talked about the Ultra Premium Collection, 5 products available for $39.99, but the Lawnmower 4.0 is really where it's at. Battery life that lasts an eternity. It is also water resistant, so if you drop it in the toilet or it gets wet, it's all good in the hood. Safeguard technology, so you don't nick yourself up down below the belt. And let's be real, spring and summer right around the corner. They'll be here before we know it in terms of those seasons. So you don't want to go to the pool. You don't want to show your body off. If you just look all hairy all across it, you can take care of that with the brand new Lawnmower 4.0. 20% off and free shipping on all of their men's grooming products by going to manscaped.com/49ers and enter the promo code 49ers. We have a special link, available for the Niner gang, and that link, it's in the comments section as well as the description of this video. There's a report out there from Pro Football Talk that the Niners currently have 2 second-round picks on the table from another team in the National Football League in exchange for Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm calling BS on this because the BS meter, it is ringing. I don't believe this to be true because it doesn't make any sense, especially after Matt Ryan got traded to the Indianapolis Colts. But here's the report from Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk, on the Niners having that draft compensation on the table for Jimmy G. As we hear it, 49ers general manager John Lynch is telling interested teams that he has an offer in hand of 2 second-round picks for Garoppolo, a player the team acquired back in 2017 for 1 second-round pick. At least one interested team reacted to the news, we're told, by concluding that if the Niners have 2 first-round picks for Garoppolo, they should take it. The shoulder injury has certainly complicated things for reasons that we've talked about here on the 49ers report. He can't throw for 16 weeks, and we're already talking about a quarterback who has shown throughout his entire career that he's somewhat injury-prone. But also because of that shoulder injury, teams are holding that against the Niners for leverage. They know that he could be damaged goods, and they know that the Niners don't have a lot of other offers out there, and you combine that with the fact that all of the Jimmy Garoppolo trade destinations, week by week, seemingly day by day, continue to decrease because all of this quarterback is moving across the NFL and Garoppolo still on the Niners roster. If that offer for Garoppolo does include 2 second-round picks, and it's on the table right now, John Lynch, look at me, hear me out. You have to take it and you have to run. You traded a second-round pick for Garoppolo originally. He's out for the next 16 weeks because of the shoulder injury. Yes, he's won a lot of games, but we're talking about an injury-prone, physically limited quarterback. Stop trying to overplay your hand. Take the best offer that's out there. And if the best offer is 2 second-round picks, you're getting back more than what you traded away for Garoppolo. And thank Jimmy G on his way out for bringing you to 2 NFC Championship games over the span of 3 years and a Super Bowl appearance back in 2019. It's time to flip the page. It's time to move forward with Trey Lance, who has limited potential, and it's time to move on from Jimmy Garoppolo. So if that offer is on the table, Johnny, you got to take it and you got to run. And if it's not, find a way to instill confidence in Trey Lance that he is the guy and he is the face of this franchise. Does a trade even happen now? I'm not even sure. If so, when will it happen? Could Jimmy Garoppolo start the year with the Niners? We're looking at a world in which this could ring true. And if that happens, the optics of this are also bad. There have been so many reports out there about teams offering a second-round pick already for Jimmy Garoppolo, even a third-round pick, and now Matt Ryan gets traded away for a third-round pick, and you still have Garoppolo damaged goods on this roster. Niners have to make some moves, man. I think they've been fiscally responsible in NFL free agency so far, but you can clear $26.5 million off your books by just simply either cutting Garoppolo or trading him away, and you have some needs that you need to fulfill on this roster and big money to pay both Deebo Samuel and Nick Bosa, who are more important to this organization long-term than Garoppolo is. Now, Jimmy's 2022 team will be what? Will it be the Niners? Will it be another team? You let me know. SF for San Francisco or O for other. Also, give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Chase_Senior. Throughout free agency, I was tweeting out video clips as well as the latest Niners news and rumors. Picked up a bunch of followers in doing so. Want to continue to add to the family at Chase_Senior. Appreciate all of you for watching today's show. And don't forget, as always, to subscribe.